Do you ever sit down at a restaurant and feel completely overwhelmed by the wine list? Let's break down the restaurant wine list. For starters, let's talk about red wine. There are a couple red wines that are usually on every single restaurant wine list. You're almost guaranteed to see a Cabernet. Now, Cabernet typically comes from two main areas that we think about. Number one, it's going to be from Napa Valley, and then the other big one is going to be Bordeaux. There's other regions that grow Cabernet, but those are going to be the two main ones. Napa Valley wines are typically not your best value wines. To get a good one, they're going to be a little bit on the more expensive side. Bordeaux, you can kind of have the same thing, but you can typically find a few more values in Bordeaux. If you find a Cabernet blend from one of the lesser known regions in California, or even if you find a Cabernet blend from Washington State, those are usually going to be your value plays that have a better QPR. Next up on your wine list, you're going to see a Pinot Noir. Now, Pinot Noirs you're going to find coming from the Willamette Valley, from California, and from Burgundy in France. Burgundian Pinot Noirs are always going to be really expensive, but if you find a good one on a wine list, I would go for it. Otherwise, Willamette Valley is definitely going to be your value play there. Another wine you might typically find on a wine list is going to be some sort of Italian wine. Now, Italian wines are usually where I go to on a wine list. Number one is because they are incredibly good at that lower price range of about $15 per glass. For Italian wine, I typically find a Chianti Classico. Now, those are usually going to be really good value wines. But if you happen to find a Vino Nobile di Montepulciano, that is going to be your winner. Another great Italian wine is Barbera. It's super juicy, red, light. Always go there if it's on the menu. Now, we have a couple of ideas of where we might want to go on the wine menu. How do we decide which wine is actually going to be good? One super quick and easy way to find out if a wine is good or not is to hop on your phone. And no, that's not like a bad thing to do. I do it every time I'm at a restaurant. I usually use the app Vivino, but there's a ton of different apps out there. The reason I like Vivino is because I can quick gut check and figure out if I'm going to get ripped off or not. I never want to see a wine going for more than double of what it's worth on a restaurant menu. The other great thing about Vivino is you get an average rating from like-minded individuals who can help you decide if you're going to enjoy that wine or not.